Fine. Am I audible?
Yeah, you heard. Hi, Nitesh.
Wait, hi, hi, hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. Thanks for asking. So, Kush, I know you're from IIT Bombay. You had an interaction with Soumyadeep, right, before me?
Yeah,
Okay. How did that interview go?
that interview was pretty good.
What all did you answer? What all did you ask?
First, he asked about what. First, asked my intro. Then we conversed about my first year internship. What all tech did I use? What all did I do in
Hmm.
my first year intern? Then he
Hmm.
gave me a question for JSON validation. He gave me a JSON string, and I
Hmm.
wrote the code and told my approach for JSON validation.
Okay, okay, understood. So just give me a brief about you, right? So am I pronouncing your name correctly? Is it Kush Agrawal? Am I right?
Yes, that's the way.
Okay, great, man. So just give me a brief about yourself, your entire profile, your school, college, hobbies, family, everything.
Okay. So I'll tell about my college life first. I am a third year in electrical engineering, dual degree
Mm-hmm.
program, doing a double minor in computer science and artificial intelligence. Uh, I am basically from Jaipur, Rajasthan. Did my schooling till 10th from Jaipur, then went to then did my JEE coaching from Delhi, Akash Delhi. Uh, my hobbies are I don't have like extracurricular hobbies as such, but my hobbies are uh, building stuff. Like maybe in my first and second year, we had a startup which was based on circular fashion. Like you if you have a luxury fashion, you can rent out on a platform and someone can rent in at a fraction of the price, like for 3 to 4 days. So
Okay.
I
So it's
am
an
a
app-based thing.
it's an app-based thing, yeah. Not
Okay.
an
That was
app-based thing.
so.
It's an app-based thing, and also we had stores. So we partner with
You had
stores.
stores. Okay.
We planned to partner with stores. It didn't
Hmm.
landed up anything, and we shut
Oh,
it down. But I have a entrepreneurial uh, passion, so as to say.
okay, okay. So what got you into this idea of being an entrepreneur? Why this particular idea? Was there an inception of this thought in your mind? How did you get this process? And was it just you or you had a team or something?
Yeah, we were a team of 4 people. Me, two folks of my department, and one girl. The I got this idea when I was shopping with my sister in Shopper Stop. So what she was doing was she selected 15 clothes, went into the trial room, and ended up not buying anything.
Mm-hmm.
So then it clicked that what mostly happens is they will add to even in Myntra, they will add 15 clothes to their cart and end up
Mm-hmm.
eventually not buying anything. How amazing would that be if you can just uh, wear one piece of cloth for like 2 3 days and then return it and just pay
Mm-hmm.
a fraction of the price. So that's
Mm-hmm.
how it got stuck. I discussed it with my father. My father is also in business background, so he also liked the idea pretty much. Then we did customer uh, uh, market research, talked to a lot of customers, and eventually realized that there is not a big enough need of this. So
Okay, that was
eventually shut
launched
it down.
in which city specifically? In Mumbai or
Yeah, we were
which
planning
city?
to launch it in tier
Mumbai.
one, Mumbai. Yeah.
Okay, man. Okay, perfect. Great. That is good thing actually. Okay, so let's come back to Ola. So since
Yeah.
you already did some market research for your own company, you have done some research for Ola also, right? About what we do, our vision, everything.
Mhm.
Huh. So what is the research and how did you do it and what is your findings?
About Ola.
Yeah.
Yeah. So about Ola, I have seen a lot of interviews of Bhavesh previously also. So I know that Bhavesh is very workaholic. Like he has a vision for making making India a play, have showing India's place in the world. So he wants to take India to that level, and for that he is. literally very workaholic. So I resume. Ola has three major sectors in which is targeting the cab, the EV, and the cruise and AI. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, and the whole team is a lot workaholic. That's my
Okay.
research.
And okay. And why do you think this will fit you? Like, why Ola?
I think it's just the vision of the like the really high delusional belief, the delusional vision of Ola, which uh, which is very exciting to work on. Like
Okay. And that vision
when
is
you
just putting India in the globe, or what is it?
yeah, just putting India at number one in the world, making India
Okay.
the EV house of the world.
Okay. So that means you didn't, you are not interested in attending any other companies, which is, let's say, an MNC, like maybe a Google or an Amazon, which is not from India. So those companies you will not be interested to work on. Is that what should I get from this?
Uh, I would say a company which is working like a startup and having a very big
Mhm.
vision is what excites me more. In corporate,
Okay.
I don't think I'll get bored on solving a small problem which has a big impact rather than solving something which has
So I like solving problems.
yeah.
Okay. So you would have faced a lot of problems, right? I mean, in your company or your school, college, personally, whatever. So tell me one huge problem which you have faced till now, and how did you overcome it? Could be anything.
The hardest problem which I faced was in class 8. So
Mhm.
my family suffered a huge loss in business, like really huge. So uh, my parents told me that we have to move you to a tier 3 school, like third world school from a first world school. And I was in the school from nursery to 8th class. And I was
Mhm.
a pretty shy boy. So it took me a lot of years to even make friends in my own school. So when they said that we won't be able to uh, pay your school fees for 1 2 years, and it is your decision. If you want, we want that we want that you shift to this World 3 school, but it's your decision. If you don't want, then we will take more loan, and it's not a problem. But I
Okay.
cried. I fought those 1 2 months, and eventually
Mhm.
that was a really hard problem.
Okay. Okay. Anything apart from this, which let's say tested your skills or your, your thinking as such? So this is obviously a big problem, but anything else which would have tested you, where you have to come, give it a thought, do something, give inputs from your end, something like that?
I think during Everware, our startup, we were the questionnaire which we were going with to the customers was not
Hmm.
yielding uh, a lot of uh, things which we can actually work upon. For example, uh, if I ask you that, do you feel like you have nothing to wear often? So the customers will often respond saying, "Yeah, that's a huge problem, and we want a product like yours."
Hmm.
But then we realize that if we ask uh, a question in which he has to think and answer, then the actions which he will eventually take in the future are not what he says. So we will have to actually ask upon data points rather than what he thinks is actually true.
Okay.
So what I suggested was, let's not ask this, but let's ask
Hmm.
what were the last 3 times when you faced that you have nothing to wear.
Hmm.
So here the customer uh, can't lie basically, and we will actually get the real data.
Okay. Just a curious question on this part. So when you said customers, did you differentiate between male, female, income wise, or was it like random? What sampling did you use? Was it like convenient sampling or a specific sampling?
Yeah,
What's
so
your approach on that?
we were our target segment was tier 1 women in the age group of 25 to 35 who have an income of, let's say, around 3 lakhs per month plus. So it was a very
Hmm.
niche segment which we were targeting.
Okay, that's pretty nice. Okay, okay, man, understood. Um, I think that's pretty much. Anything else? Anything else you want to ask me?
Uh,
Any question from your end?
how is the work atmosphere in Ola?
I was sorry, what?
How is the work culture in Ola?
Work culture, see, as you told, right, we have a larger vision. We have a larger vision and we're trying to work on that part. So, to be very frank with you and very honest with you, so the learnings will be excellent and ultimate here. It'll be so high here. But of course, there'll be a little bit of stretch, but the learnings will be so high here. Like, personal example of mine is from what I've seen, I had a lot of GTs and MTs also. So, spending 1 year here, we're learning from 1 year here, will take at least 3 to 4 years in a different company. So that is something I guarantee you.
How long have you been in Ola? 1 year.
Ola, almost a year in Ola.
How is
That's
how is your experience in Ola from the past?
my experience been good, man. Actually, it's pretty good actually. So I have been into 3 companies, 3 to 4 companies. One of them is Byju's. So I was there for over 3 years, and now it's Ola. So experience pretty good. So I learned a lot of things. Sure, the the interaction I have with leadership teams or the CISO people, I don't get in other company for my experience. And like in late 20s, someone I'm. So with this age, this experience, talking to above age or investors, it doesn't happen usually, right? So this is something which I'm very proud of. I'm very happy about, which Ola has given me, obviously. So yes, this is something. This is how my experience is right now.
And what is the hierarchy? Like you talked about directly talking to Bhavesh. So is there a very corporate type hierarchy or a startup type
So
hierarchy?
we have corporate hierarchies, but mm, let's say you're working on a project. To give a random example, let's say you're working on a bike. Random example, okay. Let's say you're working on a bike, let's say a roadster, or let's say a diamond head bike. Working on that bike, and not there won't be a big team to do a small task. There'll be people to do small tasks. Together, it comes up as a big task. Okay. I'm making it very simple in layman's terms. So when you do such tasks, there'll be 1 to 2 tasks which will require extreme brains or more consultation, direct interaction from founder, etc. So in those cases, see, let's say you report to me and you do, let's say, you do an ADAS, giving example, okay. Let's say work on ADAS and let's say work on a backend development or something. So you might work on that, I might lead you, but you know more about your work than I do because you did it and you want to for an idea from a founder or from a very a senior vice president or a vice president. It is very essential that you are also part of the meeting so that you get the inputs directly, you ask the questions also directly, there is no middleman. So when you cut this middleman in very critical cases, it is extremely smooth and extremely fast and dynamic. So this is the whole idea behind these meetings.
Right.
Yeah.
And what will be my role if I get selected?
I think it's too early to discuss about your roles. I
Hmm.
think let's focus on the interview process right now. But
Hmm.
yeah, we're looking for a very, how do I say, exhaustive kind of a thing. But yes, we will come back. It's too early to discuss about that right now, is what I will say. But yeah, we'll be in touch. My team will be in touch with you. That won't be a problem. Okay. Yes. I think you just made me curious about one question. I don't want to ask it directly, so I'll ask you like this. What headphones do you use?
Sounds good.
Okay. Tell me everything you know about the headphones. Where did you buy the headphone?
I didn't bought this. So my
Okay.
friend lives in US. He gifted me this
Okay.
like
And what
for
phone do you use? Is it an iPhone,
Poco
Android,
Poco Poco X4 Pro.
Poco phone? Okay. Why Poco phone? Tell me everything you know about that phone. I don't want the
So
dimension camera pixels.
sure,
Something specific, like
sure,
which chip it use or something like that.
yeah. So it is Poco X4 Pro 5G. It costed me around 17,999. I purchased it 2.5 years back. The battery, I purchased it for mainly two reasons. The battery and the camera. The battery is 5500 mAh, so pretty strong battery. Fast charging,
Mm-hmm.
65-watt charger. So gets charged from 0 to 100% in like 35 minutes, 40 minutes. Yeah. And
Mm.
the camera is also decent, not very high, but yeah, apt to my requirements. Like I think it's 18 megapixel back camera and 8 megapixel front camera.
Okay. You spoke about the RAM also. Great. So this is the research you did about this phone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I just want to ask because just to understand, how you do a research about getting a product. That's it. Since you're coming from an entrepreneurial background, being one, and I like the way you ask questions about the company also. So I thought that maybe you do your research. That's why.
What, just curious, just a question came into my mind also.
I have be candid,
Uh,
yes.
what could I have improved in this interview? At what points did you felt like I should have,
Sorry, please come again.
what could have been better in my interview? Like a constructive feedback from your side.
Mm, I think it is very short interaction, is what I would say. I left the technical part to I think Somadev majorly. But in your interview, something specifically, I would say is that I think there were a couple of times, or maybe one time, where I have to repeat my question and make it more specific. So that might have been avoided. See, if you have any doubts, you can just ask me to repeat the question. That is totally fine. I think even I asked you to repeat it a couple of times here and there if it's
Yeah,
not clear or something. That could have been done, but it's a very subtle thing, man. I don't see any huge problem with this.
right.
But apart from this, anything issue, I don't find that much of an issue. Okay. And yeah, that's pretty much that's the only thing. If possible, just a very subtle thing, just make your camera like this. All I see is your face and the half empty one.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
that's a very subtle thing, just sort of a thing. Okay. Done,
Okay.
man. Great. So nice talking to you, Push. Okay, we'll be in
Yeah,
touch.
likewise.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you.